Hey now, I want to do I don't know if it's going to be short because once I start talking. But I wanted to do like a little update just to say how I was doing because I know I'm writing less and less. And when I do write, people seem to think, I don't know, I'm so depressed or dying or something. Like people are just adding me to like depression groups and just weird stuff. And I know maybe a lot of times when we go through stuff, other people see things in us we can't see in ourselves because we're like right in it. But I normally know pretty well when I can or can't deal with stuff. So, and I do post a lot of stuff. If I at what times, if I see things that I know, oh, this person just said this or this person's going through that, then like I'll share it because I feel if they're going through it, you know, somebody else could be too, you know. So like I'll share that, and but that doesn't mean I am. And I know, like, we're going through a lot of stuff. We're still facing eviction. We always have no money. I can't talk about my kids much because they're, like, on my Facebook page now and they're older. But teens, they have their own challenges. And my husband is facing a lot of things. You know, I imagine we're like every other family. And personally, I have health issues, but I see people every day with other things that are worse, you know. And I don't know. I try to write where I think if I saw somebody really going, you know, a few people going through like the same thing, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can use something from my past or somebody I know who got through it and post that and maybe it'll help them or something. But it just amazes me how many people feel my life just sucks so bad. You know, look for the good in this and try to stay positive and focus on this and shit. And not by my own observation, but just based on those that I do talk to and that I am around, I still am just as silly. I mean, I try to be serious, you know, as long as I can to address what I need to or something. But I have ileostomy. That's all. I got it. A whole lot of people do. It gives everybody trouble time to time. My surgeon fucked up and I need another surgery. So that causes me some problems, but that's life. It doesn't stop me from laughing. It doesn't stop me from giggling. As bad as shit is now, it's been worse the last 10 years. So why would now I be depressed? Because I can't walk outside and stand in the sunlight? I never liked outside or the sunlight. That doesn't make me a bad person. It just make me somebody who don't like the fucking sunlight. I mean, I don't. I have fibromyalgia. Sunlight gives me a headache. You know, the heat makes me puke. All my life. It ain't nothing that it's new. I'm coming to grips with, and I have to mourn and all this. I've been sick all my life, as long as I can remember. As long as I can remember. Adults have been calling me a hypochondriac, or I'm making myself throw up, or all kind of dumb shit. So it's not depressing me. And even my brother brought this to my attention the other day, which I didn't even think about. It's only 2 people he knows that has got married for love. I got married because I love my husband. We didn't have a baby till I met him when I was like 20, 19 or 20. I didn't have my first baby till I was 27. I've not had an abortion. Lucky enough not to have had miscarriage. I just don't have these issues. So I know, like, I try to relate to a lot of things, and I understand people are truly depressed, and, you know, even you can have the whole world around you, but when you feel nobody understands, you know, it's just really hard. I get that. I completely get that. But I belong to a lot of groups a lot of years, and I may not have family. And all my friends have moved out of my town. I only even have two in the state, and my little sisters in the state. But they're all like literally far. It takes her like almost 2 hours to come to my house, and she's coming Saturday. You know, but I just, you know, I don't mean it to sound like in a really bad way, but because I go through painful shit, I don't always understand your pain. Pain is different to every person. You know, it just is. When I say, oh, I'm depressed and I'm having a bad day, I don't mean like I'm depressed, I'm sleeping for 12 hours, I hate the world, and I don't do that. I mean, like, right now, I'm crying extra long. I wish I could get through this pain, you know, or I'm fighting taking oxycodone because I don't accept being drug dependent. It's okay if you are. You know, it's my struggles, my battles, and they're all different, you know, and it could be too. I don't lie about my life. You know, I don't get on Facebook and be like, oh, he loves me and he kissed me there. No, when I say he kissed me there, it's because he did. You know, when my cousin came over yesterday and my son walked in the room, she looked like, what the fuck? You know, she's so tiny. He's 6 something. And I had to remind her, it's like, oh, we hug in my house. You know, you're his cousin, your family, you're an elder. You know, he comes in to say hello and hugs you. You know, that's who we are. So I don't understand all of this. I'm not depressed. When I am, I'll let you know. I'm not sad, mourning anything. I'm not beyond pissed off about anything other than the usual stuff, you know, like unfair wages, racism, you know, and stuff. We'll never understand taking my country back. We'll never understand. I can't never say never because I try to learn. So, okay, right now I don't understand. I don't understand half the stuff that y'all argue about and go through. But I try to be there, try to ask questions, try to understand, and whatnot. I can't talk to everybody. I can't. I don't have the answer to everything. I don't have the answer to my own life. You know, but I'm not going to go shoot myself. I'm not going to shoot anybody else. Majority of the time, it's still the same. If I'm not laughing and giggling about something, it's really only because I can't speak anymore. I can't. Or the pain is just so great. And there are worse things in the world than pain. It just is. You know, well, I assume it's like, oh, well, she can't leave her room, so her life must be so fucking miserable. Well, fuck. Okay, yeah, I can't leave my room. That's true. That can get a bit depressing sometimes. But considering the fact that because I can't, everybody comes to my room, it's really no different. You know, instead of watching a movie downstairs, we'll watch it in my room. Everybody. Kids, friends, whoever's visiting, whatever. When my neighbor comes over, she comes upstairs. Whoever comes over, they come upstairs. You know, I no longer make the effort. Because when they leave and they're gone, then I'm still going to be up here bleeding and dying and in pain for the next 4 days. You know, just to have gone down and say hello so they don't see my dirty room. Don't give a fuck. Don't care. So, I just wanted to update on that. Yes, life sucks. Too much behind rent. It's still, they want to kick the kids out of school because the owner won't give us a new lease because he wants us out the house. So we're waiting for him to take us to court. We're trying to save money to move. We'll have nowhere to move. So either my husband's going to have to stay here first time ever, like stay in a hotel or something and work and save money for a down payment for us to move. and I'm going to have to go to Texas to stay with my best friend, because she's the only one that would take all of us in without question. Take that back. I have one other friend that will too. Her ex-husband. Those two have been there for me for life. I mean, you know, so, by the way, I wouldn't be in the state because nobody has said, oh, Dee, we got you. You know, because they're too busy buying their cars or going shopping or going to spend money at the boat because that's what they like to do, which is okay. It's your money, you know. But when I had money and when I do, I kind of think I helped everybody. I know we're not all the same. I know we're not, you know. So I know it's not some, oh, karma's a bitch thing, because it's not. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong to be born sick. Unless it was the previous life, which I don't know about. And I've done nothing but all I can here. So let's be clear. I'll still always laugh and joke. If I'm really passionate about something, you know. And I do get upset when I see a person doing wrong and they're hurt, you know. I'll always stand up for somebody that's the sick, the elderly, and poor, and I did that before I was one of them. Just always have. I'm still me, because you are now coming, you know, to terms with, you're now finding God, or finding that you don't believe in God, or you've lied to everybody about how happily married you are, and you're really fucking miserable. You know, none of these things have anything to do with me. If you want to talk to me, I'm always there. But you can't go put on Facebook, oh, he loves me, I love him, we're so happy, and blah, 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 and poor D. You know, when D's okay. I'm all good. And when I'm not, you know it, because I come to you, and it's like, give me a hug, I need some kisses, you know, what's okay. But, you know, as much as we could possibly do and keep it clean. But, you know, don't try to make me your scapegoat. Deal with your problems. And if you need me to support you, I will. But don't try to make me the source of your problems. Don't try to deflect your problems to me. And don't look to me for every answer. Because if I had them, you know, then I'd be what, God? Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out. I'll talk to you later. Smooches.